To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now it's Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Good move at the 30. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both. And he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Lance now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
No score after one on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Muffed that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
34 yards.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Play action. It's Fields.
Rolling to his left.
He finds Mooney here on the comeback route. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Now Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Corey Blasingame as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fields trying to throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they wanted to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Here we go, the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before break. Lance, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Ready? Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Lance again. And he will find his man Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On 4th down, Fields.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Lance now on first down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lance now to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 29 yards. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Samson Ebukam in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called it?
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we pull the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mind on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, mean shaking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Jan Stones from the dust. Big dog, Chili. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, we'll
me ready. Me hit it heavy, I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a